Hi, my name is Wilma Castillo and welcome back. I am here with Mr. Howard Knepper, who is running for the U.S. Senate as a Republican for the state of Florida. Now, you're a really big activist for the environment and the animal rights. Now, what in particular do you believe is affecting the state of Florida?
Well, we have many issues surrounding the environment and the abuse of animals. Recently, we've seen in reference to waste management, and we've seen the issue in reference to, in Martin County, the problem with the manatees and the waste management. And this is something that we have to try to prevent. I know that the state of Florida is now trying to do something about it. That's why we also have the Environment Protection Agency to assist. It's a serious issue. It's got to be addressed, and the federal government has to get involved to help in any way it can with this problem. As far as the environment as a whole, we all know how important our environment is. The state of Florida is a beautiful state. We have beautiful land all across America, so the environment is extremely important in many aspects. And animal rights issue is a serious issue. We know the abuse of animals. We know that recently Congress passed a law called the Cecil Act in reference to trophies from wild animals being brought into the United States. The Humane Society and many other societies work on a daily basis for animal abuses. There are now federal laws in place, and we should continue to make strong federal laws for people that abuse animals. Animals don't have anyone to protect them, and we have to make sure that we're doing everything we can to stop animal abuse and to assist and give as much as we can to the Humane Society and all the other societies and animal activist organizations here in the United States and around the world to help prevent the cruelty to animals.
Now, regarding the Cecil Act, for those that don't know what it's about, do you mind explaining to the viewers?
Well, that was an issue where there was a lion in Africa that was lured away from his sanctuary and by an American hunter and killed, and it outraged the people of the United States and worldwide, and that's what prompted the Congress to pass a law in reference to what you would call a trophy. When someone hunts a wild animal, for instance, that, like a lion, it's called a trophy head. So that was something that the Congress passed to not allow certain trophy heads to be brought into the United States. And that was a very important act to pass, and it was good that Congress did that.
Now, do you think it's a similar, in a sense, view with the black bear, the Florida state-sponsored black bear hunt? Do you think it's as similar as a trophy?
Well, there are connections for sure in that. Look, we've had hunting embedded in American history. So obviously it is an impossibility to stop hunters from what has been embedded in history. I particularly am not a hunter. I don't believe in hunting, but I understand that hunting is embedded in our history. So nobody can take a position that we're going to stop all hunting completely. Now, in reference to the state-sponsored hunt that took place in Florida last year, it did go forward. I think that the people of Florida made it clear to the Fish and Wildlife Commissioners that they didn't want it. And this year they finally listened to the people. I'm happy that the governor of this state did not try to intervene and overturn that. I am very happy that it's not going to happen this year, and I really do applaud the commissioners are the ones that voted to respect the voters of Florida, respect the Humane Society and all the other biologists and people that are experts in this area. So a sponsored hunt on bears is something that we just don't think is something that should be done. Now, having said that, we also have to make sure that the public is safe. And one of the ideas that I mentioned to another animal activist that's running for office actually here in Florida, I mentioned to him that it might be a good idea that maybe the state of Florida could set up a fund that people could send money to, especially the animal activists, and that fund would be created to be able to advertise through television and newspaper and radio to let people understand that they need to secure their trash cans, not to feed the bears, more education all about that issue. And I think that for many years the Fish and Wildlife Commission would have money coming into them. I know that the public sometimes distrusts an agency like them, but they have to have a little faith. There would obviously be some oversight to make sure that the money coming in was being spent appropriately. But I think that that's one way that the government and the people can work together. And I know that this is such an important issue that I know because many people have told me that a lot of money would come in, millions of dollars would come in to the state to be able to not have to see the tragic state-sponsored hunt. And that's really what it's about. We need money to be able to have sanctuaries and make the public understand to secure their trash cans, not feed the bears, making the public safe, and at the same time keeping wildlife safe. So the idea of a fund would make everybody happy. The commissioners would be then happy because they're accomplishing what they need to accomplish, which is what they say to protect the public. And the public would be happy because they are not having to see again any type of a state-sponsored hunt of the bears. So to me, it seems like a good idea, and it's something that the state of Florida, I hope, would get together with the animal activists, and then everybody wins, because that's what it's all about, okay? The government working with the people. And just like my 2 videos that I made back last year, I spoke about it, that the people have to work with the government, and the government has to work with the people. And so that's something that I hope that we can talk about that in the future.
Now, I don't know if you're aware, but they were talking about recently about doing a bear-resistant trash can, in which they will implement that in the forest to avoid black bears coming to the population. Now, do you think that will help? Would that be a solution, or do you think that's not going to stop the problem?
Well, just to make it clear, because I know a little bit about this, what this really means is that people where developers have built developments into the areas of a bear, people have to secure their trash cans, and there's special trash cans that a bear cannot get into, and if they don't have that trash can secured, then that's a problem. Okay, the bear will come in and then keep coming back in, which is a danger to the public. So if they can't afford it, that's what this fund I was talking about, money that the public would be sending in for this issue. Money could be made available for more trash cans that could be secured so the bears could not get in. And it's very important that the public not feed those bears. And the state has they have certain resources. They're limited on certain resources, but we want to provide those resources. The public cares about these bears not having a state-sponsored hunt, then they will put up the money. And I think the state of Florida would be surprised. The public, as serious as they are about this bear hunt, I believe that a lot of money would be raised as long as it was set forth very clearly what the money would be used for the protection of wildlife and the state-sponsored hunts, specifically the bears. I think that this would be a great way, this fund, to stop these state-sponsored hunts.
Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure, once again.
Once again, thank you so much. And please stay tuned to our next video. We're gonna be actually visiting the Veterans Administration Office here in Miami, and also the Guardian Ed Lighten program, which is the voice for abused and neglected children. Thank you so much again, and we look forward to having you.
Thank you.